We've looked at various forms of communication between parent and child components. We learned how the parent could send data to child components, how the child component can signal an event to the parent component. Here's another interesting form of communication that you might need sometimes, depending on what you're trying to build, which is the parent component calling a method of the child component, having something happen on the child component. Here's the scenario that's going to put this to practice. So I'm going to close all my other windows. Let's say this is a requirement, right? So we have these post tiles, and then you can click on each of these tiles to expand them. Now, what if there's a requirement to have a link at the very top in the blog list component, which say something like expand all, and clicking on that link should expand all the posts that are in view, right? Rather than the user having to click on each one of them. How do we do this? The logic to expand the text inside a tile resides obviously in the tile component, right? You've got this here, show full summary. Every tile component has a method called show full summary, which shows the full summary. Now the link to expand all the tiles should, like I said, reside outside this thing, right? It shows up just once, and it should ideally reside in the blog list component. So let me add that link here. I'm gonna have an anchor tag. href is hash to keep the browser happy, and then I'm going to say expand all. Now we've got this link, it doesn't do anything. Let me wire in a click event handler. Expand all. Now in my blog list component, I'm going to have that method expand all. Now what do I put here? How do I expand all these individual tiles? One thing I could do is if I can somehow get access to the objects that correspond to these tiles, I can run the method, forget the name of the method, it's show full summary. I can call the show full summary on each of those objects. And that's going to work great. Can we do that? Let's switch over to the list component, right? If I were to somehow get access to that instance, so each of those instances, then I can loop through them and do that instance dot show full summary, right? Each of these tiles correspond to the instance of the blog post tile component. Now, how do I get access to those instances? Here's where you again get to use certain Angular annotations, where we tell Angular that we want access to those instances. And again, it's same as what we've done before. We create a member variable, and then we annotate it with a certain annotation to tell Angular to populate that member variable with the data that we need. We did that with inputs and outputs. We can do that to get the children of a particular component. We'll start small and get rid of these multiple components. Let's say there is just one component, right? We're going to start simple. I get rid of these multiple components. We don't have an ng for here. Instead, I'm going to have just one. I'm going to say app dash blog post tile, and then I'm going to have the post be the first element of the first page. All right, so I'm going to hard code this to 0 of 0. You remember we had hard coded to blog post of 0 when blog post was a single dimension array. Now it's a two-dimensional array. To get the first post, I need to do 0, 0. So with this, I'm rendering just one blog post style consciously with the first blog post of the first page, and we will learn how to get access to this particular tile object. All right, now we've done this. We've got one tile, and this blog list component doesn't have an ng for anymore. It's just one child component. Now, how do I access this instance? This is what I want to do. I want the expand all here to call the show full summary method of this child component so that I don't have to click here. I want to be able to click this and have this thing expand. How do I do that? Well, here's how it works. First of all, I need to create a member variable in my blog list component which holds the instance of that child component. What's the child component? Child component is blog post tile component. So I'm going to create a member variable here, blog post tile component. I can call it whatever I want. And this is going to be of the type blog post tile component. It's the type of the component class, all right, which is this thing here. Now that I have this, I need to tell Angular to inject the child into this particular member variable, right? We know that there's just one, which is this guy here. I want to tell Angular, hey, I know that this component has a child, which is of type blog post tile component, and I have a member variable ready for you to put the value in. The way to do this is by using an annotation at ViewChild. Now this ViewChild takes in an argument, which is what's called a template reference variable. This is a way in which you give a name to your element that you want to pick up, and then use that name over here in the ViewChild to assign that thing over here. Why do I need a name? I need this because there could be multiple of these components in the parent component. And it's not really an ngFR, but I could do something like this. I could have one more over here, right? So I need some kind of a name to uniquely identify this instance of the component, and then I'm going to use that same name over here to tell Angular to take that instance and assign it to this member variable. And now if you have multiple of these, you can give each one of them a separate name, and you can have multiple member variables and use that name over here. Now, how do I provide that name? How do I use the template reference variable? The syntax is in the component. You just like any other attribute, you create an attribute that starts with a hash, and then I'm going to call this tile. Now this is the name of the template reference variable. As the name says, it's referring to the template over here, the component of the template. It's the variable that refers to the template. Now this particular instance has been given a template reference variable name of tile, and now I can use that name here, and now Angular puts 2 and 2 together. It says, okay, this component needs a ViewChild with the template reference variable of tile. So it's going to look at the markup and say if there's any component that's used with this template reference variable, it gets this. And then the backing component instance for this component usage is going to be provided into this member variable. All right. So now that I've got this, in my click method, the expand all method, in this case it's just expand one, but you get the idea. I can do a this dot blog post style component, and now guess what? This is of the type blog post style component, and now this has the show full summary method. Now I can just call this method when somebody clicks on the expand all link. So let's test this out. So we have one instance of the component which has a template reference variable of tile, and now in my list component I've got that instance over here, and now when I click on expand all, I'm going to show the show full summary of that instance, which happens to be the single tile component. So let's test this out. Click on expand all, and now here you see it's called the show full summary of this instance, and it's shown this. This is great.